7 steps to a new habit. First, make a decision. Decide clearly that you are going to begin acting in a specific way 100% of the time. Clearly decide कर लो कि you are going to begin acting in a particular way में आपने act करना है 100%. Whenever that behavior is required, जब आपको वो behavior चाहिए तो. For example, if you decide to rise early and exercise each morning, set your clock for a specific time, and when the alarm goes off, immediately get up, put on your exercise clothes, and begin your exercise session. शुरू कर दो, ज़्यादा ना सोचो. Second, never allow an exception to your new habit pattern during the informative stages. शुरू के स्टेज के अंदर एक्सेप्शन ना रखो. Don't make excuses or rationalizations. Don't let yourself off the hook. If you resolve to get up at 6 a.m. each morning, discipline yourself to get up at 6 a.m. every morning until this becomes automatic. जब ये automatic ना हो जाए तब तक करते रहो. Third, tell others that you are going to begin practicing a particular behavior. ऐसे करने जा रहा हूँ मैं. It is amazing how much more disciplined and determined you will become when you know that others are watching you to see if you have the willpower to follow through on your resolution. या willpower है कि नहीं आपने, ये पता लगेगा दूसरों. Fourth है visualize yourself performing or behaving in a particular way in a particular situation. Visualize करो अपने आप को सिचुएशन के अंदर आप कैसे बिहेव कर रहे हो, परफॉर्म कर रहे हो. The more often you visualize and imagine yourself acting as if you already had the new habit, the more rapidly this new behavior will be accepted by your subconscious mind and become automatic. Fifth, create an affirmation that you repeat over and over to yourself. अब affirmation बनाओ, उसको बार बार रिपीट करो. This repetition dramatically increases the speed at which you develop the new habit. For example, you can say something like, I get up and get going immediately at 6 a.m. each morning. Repeat these words the last thing before you fall asleep. In most cases, you will automatically wake up minutes before the alarm clock goes off, and soon you will need no alarm clock at all. Sixth, resolve to persist in the new behavior until it is so automatic and easy that you actually feel uncomfortable when you don't do what you have decided to do. मतलब उस नए behavior में persist करो, अपनी इच्छा भी ना हो तो भी persist करो, फिर जब तक वो automatic ना हो जाए. Seventh, most important, give yourself a reward of some kind for practicing the new behavior. New behavior practice करने के लिए अपने आप को कोई reward दो. Each time you reward yourself, you reaffirm and reinforce the behavior. Soon you begin to associate at an unconscious level the pleasure of the reward with the behavior. You set up your own force field of positive consequences that you unconsciously look forward to as the result of engaging in the behavior or habit that you have decided upon. तो 7 steps है एक behavior को, habit को set करने के लिए. पहले तो एक decision करो कि उसी मैंने ये हैबिट डेवलप करनी है. सेकंड है कि नेवर अलाउ एन एक्सेप्शन. थर्ड है टेल अदर्स. फोर्थ है विजुअलाइज योरसेल्फ परफॉर्मिंग, आप वो हैबिट के अंदर कैसे लग रहे हो. फिफ्थ, क्रिएट एन अफर्मेशन, हैबिट की अफर्मेशन बनाओ कि हाँ मैं ये कर रहा हूँ. सिक्स्थ है रिजॉल्व टू परसिस्ट रहो उसके अंदर. और सेवन्थ है अपने आप को उसका रिवार्ड दो. Then overcoming procrastination. For example, procrastination is a problem that bothers almost everyone. Learning to overcome it is an exercise that will pay off for you all your life. To overcome procrastination, you can practice the 7 steps described above. First, make a decision to start in immediately on your most important task each day. मेक ए डिसीजन बना लो, अपना जो टास्क है उस पर शुरू कर दो काम. सेकंड, नेवर अलाउ एन एक्सेप्शन अंटिल द हैबिट इज़ फॉर्मली एंट्रेंच्ड. Third, tell others that you are going to stop procrastination in a particular way. Fourth, visualize and imagine yourself starting right in on a task and working on it non-stop until it is complete. Fifth, repeat over and over, I start and work immediately on my most important task. Sixth, discipline yourself to persist every day until it becomes automatic for you to start in immediately on your top task. Seventh, reward yourself each time you overcome procrastination and complete an important job. Even after practice this process on any new habit you want to develop. Make new habit pattern development a regular part of your life. Always be working on the development of new habit that can help you. One new habit per month will amount to 12 new habits each year, 60 new life enhancing habits every 5 years. At that rate, your life would change so profoundly that you would become a whole new person in a very positive way. Take it easy on yourself. Where do you start in new habit pattern development? When people first learn about the importance of new habit pattern development and how positive patterns of thought and behavior can have a wonderful effect on their life, they often make the mistake of resolving to develop several new habits at once. कई हैबिट एक साथ डेवलप करने की कोशिश करते हैं. They recite in every area of their life simultaneously. They very excitedly draw up a list of new habits that they desire for their work, their financial life, their business activities, their relationship, their family, their health, and their personal organization skills. As a result, they very quickly hit a mental wall and no improvement takes place at all. Here is the rule in developing new habits. Be patient with yourself. थोड़ा सा patience रखो. It has taken you to an entire lifetime become the person you are. जिंदगी बनाने के लिए सारी life पड़ी. It is not possible for you to change everything overnight. You should therefore select a single habit that you feel can be more helpful to you at the moment than any other particular habit. At a time एक ही habit choose करो. Write it down and create a positive affirmation combined with the visual image. Positive affirmation बनाओ, visual image बनाओ of yourself acting exactly if you already had that new habit. जैसे आपने वो habit acquire कर ली है, उसकी affirmation और visualize करो. You then launch immediately and never allow an exception. Talk to yourself positively and tell yourself that you already have this habit. Imagine yourself behaving as though you had already learned this behavior. Tell others. Give yourself rewards and reinforcement each time you engage in the new behavior, but only try to change one habit at a time. Permanent fixtures of your mind. As it happened, old habits do not die, they do not disappear. When you stop practicing them and instead discipline yourself to behave in a new way, they become weak and withdraw into your subconscious mind. Your new habits may override and replace the old habits, but you never eliminate them completely. They lurk below the surface, waiting to rearrange at a later time when the stimulus that originally created them is repeated. For example, when you are young, you learn how to ride a bicycle. Eventually, you begin driving a car. Many years, even decades later, you can get into a bicycle and within a few seconds, you can riding with the same balance and skill that you have programmed into your subconscious mind as a child. कई सालों बाद साइकिल चलाएंगे तो वैसे ही चला लेंगे जैसे बचपन में चलाया था. Many people first learn how to drive a car with standard transmission, a stick shift. Today, most cars have automatic transmission. You may drive one for years. However, if you are required to drive a car with a stick shift, even after many years, you would slip into the old habit of shifting gears easily and naturally in a few seconds. The old habits never completely go away. मतलब पुरानी habits है वो जल्दी ख़त्म नहीं होती. Begin and becoming. Begin and becoming. You are unique in the entire world. Then there never has been nor will there ever be anyone just like you. And what makes you different and special is your mind. It is your ability to think, decide and to act. Why you think, you decide and act, you are unique. The sum total of your thinking and experiences in your past is contained in your actions of today. Is your habitual way of reacting and responding to other people. It is only your action that tell who you are and what you have become. The good news is that you are not just a human being, you are a human becomingness. You are in a continuous state of growth and evolution, shedding old ideas and habits and developing new ones. It doesn't matter where you are coming from, all that really matter is where you are going. And where you are going is only limited by your own imagination. Action exercise क्या है? What one habit would you like to have and more than anything else? कौन सी habit है जो आप चाहते हो बने? What one action could you take immediately to begin developing this habit? और उस habit को आप कैसे बना सकते हो? जैसे पब्लिक स्पीकिंग की हैबिट है, आई वांट के आई हैव दिस, इसके बारे में सोचो, इसके लिए आप क्या कर सकते हो, ये देखो. What are the most important results or consequences that you want to enjoy? क्या रिजल्ट्स आप चाहते हो और रिजल्ट्स जिसको आप इंजॉय करना चाहते हो. पब्लिक स्पीकिंग में अच्छा स्पीकर बनो. What habit would you help you to the most to achieve them? कौन सी हैबिट जो है जिससे कि आप पब्लिक स्पीकर बन सकते हो. फिर छोटी छोटी कॉन्फ्रेंसेस, छोटे छोटे ग्रुप्स के अंदर बोलने की कैपेसिटी शुरू करें. तो क्या रिजल्ट है, इंजॉय करोगे इसको. Select one habit you would like to develop in your financial life and activities. फाइनेंशियल लाइफ में कौन सी एक्टिविटी है कि मनी ग्रो करूँ मैं. डिफाइन इट क्लियरली एंड देन विगन वर्क ऑन इट टुडे. फिर इस पे काम करना चाहिए. जैसे वहाँ मनी ग्रो करनी है तो इस पे कैसे काम करूँ ये सोचो. सेलेक्ट वन हैबिट यू वुड लाइक टू डेवलप इन योर फैमिली लाइफ. फैमिली लाइफ के अंदर कौन सी एक हैबिट है जो बनाना चाहते हो. एंड द वे यू इंटरेक्ट विद अदर्स, बिगिन प्रैक्टिसिंग इट टुडे. लोगों से आप कैसे इंटरेक्ट करते हो उसकी प्रैक्टिस करनी शुरू करो. Select one health habit that you could contribute to your health and fitness more than anything else you could do. Start. हेल्थ के फील्ड में कौन सी एक हैबिट आप चाहते हो उस पर काम करना शुरू करो. Select one habit that would help you to be more effective and productive at work. वर्क पे ऐसी कौन सी हैबिट है जो आपको करनी है. No jealousy, politeness and happy. Be comfortable with staff and be humorous. Begin acting as if you already had that habit. Imagine that you have no limitation on what you could do, have or be, or on that habit you could develop. What goals would you set for yourself? कोई limitation नहीं है आप पे, कैसे करोगे आप काम. What happens to a man is less significant than what happens within him. उसके अंदर क्या होता है, that is more important. What happens to a man is less significant. आदमी को क्या होता है वो significant नहीं है. Then what happens within, उस आदमी के अंदर क्या होता है, that ज़्यादा. लुइस सलमान ने कहा है.